you going, guys? Michael and I have been exploring a bit around Lake Clifton and Preston and the Yalgarup Spring Reserve and a few other places, and we thought we'd sort of come and revisit one of the little bush areas that we found where some of those lime tunnels are. So I sent out the drone in search for some tunnels, and we kind of found one that looked like it was more of a cave or a top entrance to a tunnel, but I took my drone out, basically hovered it over, and we tried to navigate our way over to the bush to find it, and we found it. There she is there.
So I guess all there is now to do is to roll the intro and we'll get on with the video.
Another old tunnel, hand dug tunnel, dating back to about what, 1920s, probably a bit earlier maybe.
With a pick?
Yeah, with hand pick and things like that. So I'm going to go down and climb in it and have a bit of a look around. Right, so we'll go in. You see the nice arc this one's got. It's pretty perfectly cut into the side there, apart from the actual corrosion. This one's actually got plastic line down on the floor. Looks perfectly round, you know, like rounded off on the edges here. You can see dig marks from tools, and all this would have been smooth at one stage, but this is all corroded off. But you can actually see in some parts where the tools would have been used to chip this out. Here especially, actually, you can see here, you can see lines coming across. We've been with a scratching it across the surface of the rock here, maybe. And it's very cool looking. This one doesn't go anywhere near as far as the other one we found. Sorry, not my one, the other one we found, the one that's a little bit south of here. So this is the third tunnel we've found now. Apparently there is supposedly 13 out here, so we're going to try and find all of them, which would be cool. This one just comes to a dead end. You see some more scrapes on the roof, on the sides. Nothing of interest really. Nothing goes up or down. But pretty much looking back through the tunnel, I reckon that's probably 20 metres. 20 metre tunnel from here to the entrance. Pretty cool, but and then the entrance to this tunnel is pretty overgrown, so it would have been hard to see other than coming up from the air. But you'll see how fragile this is. These are just fragile. I don't want to break too much. It's all corroding anyway, but you look up here above me. And then yeah, we just got this little area here, which was the same. They would have chipped this out just to get into the actual side of the mountain. How we going, guys? So we just took you out to that tunnel just a minute ago. Then we went for a bit of a bush track, bit of a bushwalk. There's a little scenic track that comes off the left hand side, and it takes you to it's a lookout. So we're at the top of it now. It's absolutely stunning. So I'll try to do it some justice. So the sun might sort of mess with it a bit, but I'll try to do a bit of a 360 pan around so you can see what's up here. It's absolutely beautiful. Out there you can see the lakes. There's one lake there, one there, and another one a bit further down. You got Lake Preston here behind me, and out in the background, which I'm hoping we'll be able to see, there's a little island. And that's the back of Lake Preston there. I'll take my drone up, maybe get a bit more of a video of it, but yeah, it's amazing, it's beautiful. Bit of a trek up here, big long winding hill, and goes around in limestone all the way down to a track right down the bottom of this gully, up and over that gully there. So it's a bit of a trek up here. It's probably about 4 k's in that direction to the car. The car's parked in there. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll find out the names of these lakes too. Michael knows one of them, but I can't remember. What's the one furthest? Lake Pollard, that's the one. So the one right down the very back is Lake Pollard. Then the other one there is where there's a campground out there, which I'll Martin's Tank. Yep, that's over there at the second one. And then you got this other one here, which I'll have to find the name for. But yeah, this is out Lake Preston. You know, Preston Beach Road comes through here, and then you got the Forest Highway, or the Old Coast Road. Forest Highway through here all the way to Bunbury. So Bunbury's that way. So there we go. I'll get the drone out and see if we can get some of the ocean and of the lake and stuff. we're gonna go home. We spotted those two that we could see from up the top. One of them actually was the one that we'd already found, so that was kind of spewing, but it didn't take us very long to get there. But we seen this other one and we thought we'd trek over to it, and we just found it. And this one's probably the, I reckon, hardest one to get in, eh? It was a mission.
Yeah, it was a mission.
This was ridiculously a mission.
Just
but in behind me,
by a kangaroo.
yeah, we got a million kangaroos bounding around. I'll get us closer so you can see the entrance. This one's like really tucked away, but people have been here. Definitely have been here. This looks like it's a pretty long one, maybe. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. So yeah, we'll turn it around and I'll go in, and we're going to metal detect around it as well, see if there's any old stuff around, but probably not. It's probably been looted a long time ago, but we're going to go in, have a look, so I'll turn it around. All right, here we go. I'm not sure how far it goes. I'm hoping this one goes further. No, there's the end there. Still goes in a fair, it goes in a long way. Like, for someone to be chipping this out by hand, it definitely goes in more than I would like to chip out. So yep, here's the end. Much like the other ones, basically just a flat stop. And can't see any marks. Look, you've got Michael up that end now, coming in with the detector. That's it. So that's right, so we found 1, 2, 3, 4. So if there is 13 tunnels like they say there is in this area that they know about, we found 4 of them. So 9 more to go, and then we'll hopefully start finding ones that no one's found. So surely we'll find one that no one's been down in a long time. I'm guessing no one's probably been down here in a long time, but we're going to see. So Michael's doing a sweep now and seeing if we can detect anything with the metal detector. It's just a cheap crappy one, so it's nothing special, but it has picked up our railway sleepers and stuff from the old lime kiln train track that we found today as well. So we'll get a better detector, come down here and also do the train tracks, see if we can find some stuff a bit deeper than the surface.
Yeah, I reckon we will too.
I think this metal detector does, what do you reckon, probably 5 inches, 4 or 5 inches under the ground.
And I think it just depends on,
if you're lucky.
I think it depends on what type of metal it is too.
Yeah.
Like those spikes, it was picking up pretty easily.
Yep.
Some of the other stuff, it wasn't really.
Cans and aluminium. The railway spikes were coming up really good, but we don't know about coins or badges or rings, or I don't think there'd be any of that sort of stuff in here, but it might be bullets, there might be some old tins. Anyway, that's it. That must be the biggest black boy ever.
Alrighty guys, that was the end of this video of the limestone tunnel. So that's 4 so far that we found. I just wanted to show you quickly a book that I was given by the Waroona Shire. It's actually called Drakesbrook Days and Waroona Years, an illustrated history of the Waroona Shire by Laurie Snell. It's a really good book. It's quite a big book, and it's just sort of, like I said, it's got a history on Waroona Shire and all the places surrounding it. But there is actually a section in this book on these limestone tunnels that they've got on this, and I'll show you a quick picture if we can see it. But you can see here photos of these limestone tunnels back in the day, and I'll give you a readout of what it actually says about these Yalgarup tunnels. So considerable mystery surrounds these tunnels, which were dug by pick into the sides of the limestone hills located in what is now Yalgarup National Park. Long-term Waroona residents with some knowledge of these tunnels estimated that they were from 9 to 13 tunnels. The year of their construction cannot be authenticated, nor can the actual reason for their construction. Of 3 visited, 2 were clearly hand-dug by pick and wheelbarrow to a depth of 50 metres with a height of around 1.8 metres and a width of about 1 metre. They are dead-end tunnels, very straight, which would lend support to the belief that they were dug for test rock suitable for the Bunbury breakwater. Although this superstition cannot be proved, there is no evidence to support the local folklore that the tunnels were used by smugglers in the 19th century, although the grandfather of Flo Hange, Alfred John Eastcott, spoke of smugglers using these tunnels and even showed Flo, when she was little, a large coloured silk handkerchief which he claimed had come through smugglers, apparently during World War II. People unknown blew in the entrances to a number of these caves, for what reason is not known. Approximate days of construction would be hard to ascertain, although the date 1927 is scratched into one of the walls of the tunnel. And Waroona Shire Works foreman Alf Barker said he earlier found a date starting with a 189 on the wall. The rock is brittle, and material taken from these tunnels during construction is piled at the entrance, effectively making a battlement which obscures these hard-to-find tunnels. So whether these tunnels were convict-built is open to debate, but it is known that the convicts dug well into the coastal region, one near Peppermint Grove Road and near the old Limes Work, and one at Lake Preston Turnoff. So they're saying these could be dated to the early 1900s, so we're guessing that nobody knows exactly what they were used for, so there's not much of a history or written history on these tunnels themselves, so who knows. But we endeavour to try and find as many as we can. So like I said, we've got 4, and we'll keep updating our channel and seeing if we can find some more. So anyway, I hope you actually enjoyed this video. It was a little bit of a long one, and we'll see you on the next venture. So yeah, peace out guys, and stay moist.